Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to explain animated movie Suzumi. So let's start. The movie begins with a 17-year-old girl named Suzumi living in a quiet town in Japan with her aunt Tamaki. Suzumi lost her mother when she was very young. She often dreams of walking through a mysterious land filled with stars and runes, a dream that feels deeply connected to her past. One morning, on her way to school, she meets a tall, kind young man named Sota. He asks her if there are any abundant places nearby. Curious Suzumi tells him about an old ruined area in the mountains, and after he leaves, she decided to follow him. After following him, Suzumi enters the ruins and finds a lone door standing upright, surrounded by water and old debris. When she opens it, she sees a breathtaking world filled with stars, water, and light, like another dimension. But strangely, she cannot enter it. She can only look through. Suddenly, she finds a strange cat shaped statue nearby. When she touches it, the statue comes alive, a small white cat named Daijin. After that, strange things start happening. Later, Suzumi notices strange smoke rising from the sky near the ruins. Only she can see it. It looks like a red worm like spirits twisting through the air. The spirit burst from the mysterious door and start falling towards the ground, about to cause an earthquake. Sota appears and tries to close the door using a magical key. Suzumi helps him and together they manage to seal it, stopping the disaster just in time. He explains that he is a closer, someone who travels around Japan to find and close these doors to prevent catastrophes. That night, Sota comes with Suzumi to thank her, but suddenly the cat Daijin appears again and uses his magic to turn Sota into a small wooden chair. Yes, Suzumi's little childhood chair comes to life, and now Sota's soul is trapped inside it. Shocked but determined, Suzumi decided to help Sota travel across Japan to find the doors that need to be closed and to break the curse. So the two began their incredible journey, a girl and a talking chair. Their journey takes them across Japan from Kyushu to Ehime, Kobe, and Tokyo. Everywhere they go, they discover abundant places where doors to the afterlife called Ever After have opened. Each time Suzumi and Sota work together to close the doors before the giant red worm escapes, because if it hits the ground, it will cause massive earthquakes. Along the way, Suzumi meets kind people who help her, like Chika, a cheerful girl who gives her a ride, and later Rumi, a single mother who takes her in for a night. Even though Suzumi is on a dangerous mission, she experiences kindness, laughter, and warmth from strangers, something she had been missing in her quiet life. Meanwhile, the cat Daijin keeps appearing, watching her from a distance. At first, Suzumi blames Daijin for everything, for cursing Sota, for releasing disasters, and for ruining her peaceful life. But as the story goes on, Suzumi starts to realize that Daijin is not evil. He is guardian spirit, the current keystone that helped seal the door between worlds. When Daijin brought Sota into the chair, she was trying to find someone new to replace him as a guardian, because Sota was meant to take Daijin's role one day. Sota, still in chair form, bravely jumps into the worm's path to stop it. The worm disappears, but Sota vanishes too. Suzumi finds out that Sota has been sealed inside the Ever After as a keystone, a sacrifice to contain the worm. Daijin, who was originally one of the two keystones, chose to become free and made Sota takes his place. Suzumi refuses to let Sota be trapped forever. She sets off again, now with her aunt Tamaki, who has been searching for her. Though Tamaki temporarily falls under a mysterious spell that makes her act cruelly, manipulated by another cat, Sadaijin, the second keystone. Eventually, Tamaki's love for Suzumi breaks the spell. Suzumi and Tamaki follows clues back to Suzumi's hometown, the place destroyed years ago by the 2011 Tohoku's earthquake and tsunami. the tragedy that took her mother's life. At the ruins of her childhood home, Suzumi finds the same door from her dreams. Sota's voice called from beyond it, trapped in the ever after. Suzumi steps through and finds herself in that starry world once again. There she meets her younger self, the little girl from the beginning. Suzumi realizes the truth. When she was a child, lost and grieving, she had once wandered into the ever after and met her future self, who comforted her and led her back home. That encounter had given her hope to keep living. Now Suzumi becomes that comforting figure for her younger self, completing the circle of fate. With Sota's help from within the ever after, Suzumi manages to close the final door and seal the worm for good. Daijin and Sadaijin, the two cat keystones, turn back into stones. Their duty is fulfilled. Suzumi thanks them, understanding that Daijin only wanted her to remember her past and grow stronger. When she returns to the real world, the earthquakes have stopped, the world is peaceful again. Suzumi says goodbye to Sota as he returns to Tokyo. Time passes and life returns to normal. She continues living with her aunt, more mature and peaceful, with a deep understanding of loss and love. After that, there comes a final scene. Suzumi walks to school on a small road in the countryside. She meets Sota again, now human once more. They share a quiet, emotional smile, showing that their bond remains strong and everlasting. So that's the complete explanation of animated movie Suzumi. Stay tuned for more movies explanation and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.